All right, should be good to go. And this is the Zoom today. Great.
Good morning, everyone. Uh, Welcome to Dawn Mountain. This Sunday, we also have a retreat going on at the same time. So you'll have noticed there's some people down there. And if you're interested in those events, when we have the announcements, you'll learn about some of the upcoming uh, opportunities we have. So my name is Jason Cox. I'm one of the student teachers that rotates here on Sunday for meditation. Our primary teachers here are Lama Rigzin Drolma, Anne Klein at Rice University, Lama Namgyal Dorje, Harvey Aronson, a practicing psychiatrist, psychologist, and we have Rigzin Sheriff, who is Nathaniel Rich at the University of California, Santa Barbara, and a lead translator and editor with the 84,000 Words Project. We've Our primary teacher in Tibet, Adzam Rinpoche, has shared some of what we're going to use in today's meditation practice. What we'll do is alternate between mindfulness of breathing and a chant. When we chant, we'll chant the syllable hum, chant it twice in one breath. So something like hum, hum, and we'll all do that at our own pace. We'll do about 3 or 4 minutes of the meditation on the breath at a time, alternated with about 1.5 minutes of chanting at a time. We'll take a brief moment to read from Pema Chodron's book, Comfortable with Uncertainty. This is a book of 108 short chapters, each about a page long. And we will close by dedicating the merit for today's practice to all sentient beings, and especially to those whose names are written in this book. So when we get to time to read, we'll pass the book around and you can add any names you'd like to hear. And we'll start our practice with chanting the aspirations on your prayer sheet. And may all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. May all beings always be pain-free and live happily. May no beings ever cling to those near nor spurn those far. For as long as space abides, as long as the world remains, just so long may I be there, resolving all beings' pain. So take a moment to find your seat. You want to be comfortable, like your back to be straight, but not stiff. You can feel as if your head's suspended by a string. as a way to help you sort of straighten your neck out as well. You can rest your tongue behind your teeth on the roof of your mouth. And you want to relax your posture as well. So you can feel your shoulders relax, your arms and legs relax. And even your face. And you'll notice the support that you're getting from your skeleton. That's what allows you to relax all your muscles. Feel supported in that way. You also can feel the support of the earth. We sit over the center of the earth. It's another way we're grounded and supported. And you can imagine or feel into the support of your central channel running just in front of your spine, from the base of your seat through the crown of your head. And so supported and relaxed. With gentleness and curiosity, we can turn our attention to the breath. Pick some spot, maybe the tip of your nostrils, or in your chest, or in the belly. Just put your attention there and feel what it's like to breathe. I'm not trying to breathe in any particular way. We just feel there what the in-breath is like, what the out-breath is like. What about the space between the in and out breath, if there is one? We don't want to analyze it. We want to feel what it's like. Let's keep our attention here for a few minutes. From time to time, you'll be distracted. Your mind will wander. And when you notice that, just gently label the distraction. Just distraction, distraction. And then bring your attention back to that point for the breath. Om. Take a moment to see how you feel. The sensations like having chanted. And we'll turn our attention back to the breath at that same point. And again, feeling more than analyzing. Notice when the breath is long or short, heavy or light. How the temperature of the air may change. How the pressure of the air changes as you breathe. Just feel into that for a few minutes. And when your mind wanders or you're distracted, just gently bring your attention back, dismissing the distraction. Again, we turn our attention back to the breath, how it feels. We have our bowl today. Got to make do with the bell. Okay, I'm going to pass the prayer book around, and any names in here will be used to dedicate Mary. You can write any names in there you like. We'll pass it around. And we will read from Pema Chodron's Comfortable with Uncertainty. And we'll read chapter 5. This chapter is titled Loving Kindness, the Essential Practice. For an aspiring bodhisattva, the essential practice is to cultivate Maitri, or loving kindness. The Shambhala teachings speak of placing our fearful mind in the cradle of loving kindness. Another image for Maitri is that of a mother bird who protects and cares for her young until they are strong enough to fly away. People sometimes ask, who am I in this image, the mother or the chick? The answer is we're both the loving mother and those ugly little chicks. It's easy to identify with the babies, blind, raw, and desperate for attention. We're a poignant mixture of something that isn't all that beautiful and yet is dearly loved. Whether this is our attitude towards ourselves or toward others, it is the key to learning how to love. We stay with ourselves and others when we're screaming for food and have no feathers, and also when we are more grown up and more appealing by worldly standards. In cultivating loving kindness, we learn first to be honest, loving, and compassionate toward ourselves. Rather than nurturing self-denigration, we begin to cultivate a clear-seeing kindness. Sometimes we feel good and strong. Sometimes we feel inadequate and weak. But like mother love, Maitri is unconditional. No matter how we feel, we can aspire that we be happy. We can learn to act and think in ways that sow seeds of our future well-being. Gradually, we become more aware about what causes happiness as well as what causes distress. Without loving kindness for ourselves, it is difficult, if not impossible, to genuinely feel it for others. Without loving kindness for ourselves, it is difficult, if not impossible, to genuinely feel it for others. We start our practice with that aspiration we read, may all beings always have happiness and its causes. Why do we do that? It's because that's what they want. At the most fundamental level, we know that that's what people want. And why do we know that, or how can we know that? We know it from seeing it in ourselves, from first seeing when we're like this chick, blind, raw, desperate for attention, hungry. Seeing ourselves in that state, seeing that we want comfort and care, peace and happiness and freedom from fear. And when we see that in ourselves and accept it, treat it with compassion and acceptance, and not self-denigrating ourselves, not telling ourselves we're not doing it right, we're not good enough, but just seeing that that's part of what it is to be a person, is to want to be cared for in that way, and accepting that that's who we are. Then when we make this aspiration that all beings have happiness and its causes, we can do it a lot more heartfelt, because we've viscerally seen what that's like for us, what it is to want to be happy. So that's why we need to cultivate loving kindness for ourselves in order to cultivate it well for others. Gradually, we become more aware about what causes happiness as well as what causes distress. A big reason we are meditating, why we spend any time on concentration, the link between our concentration practice and loving kindness practice is that when we are looking at our experience with tenderness and curiosity and without judgment, that's when we are in the place to ask ourselves, how do I feel? And actually get the right answer, a real answer at least. And when we're in that state of mind, and we also see our tendency to be reactive, like how we want to, suppress our faults, how we want to push away discomfort, and how we want to cling on to the comfortable. And when we can do that without judging ourselves for it, when we can appreciate that with, that honesty and respond to that with love and compassion for ourselves, then we see how we are both like this chick and like this mother bird, both in need of nurturing and also with the capacity to do that nurturing for ourselves and for others. That's kind of what I had thought of reading this today. We don't have a mic to pass around, but does anyone want to say anything?
Yeah, I thought the deal of my tree, kind of you being on both sides of the equation as both the chick and the mother, is very true. So I recently transferred to the University of Houston, and since I'm new there, right, it's all like very confusing and intimidating to find out where everything is and like how the classes go and like meet all these new people. And so then I definitely met some people who have been there for a few semesters now who can sort of like lead you on the way to figure out how things work and, make sure that you're doing okay. But then, I know that if I'm there for a year or two or something like a year or two from now, then I will be in that position where I'm the one who knows how everything works. And then there'll be some new transfer students who are in the position that I'm in now, that they're confused and they're like, okay, what's going on here? How do I succeed? So it's definitely something like your life experience as it happens and changes. You kind of go from one side to the other.
That's lovely. Anybody else? Or mic online? Okay. Well, take a moment to get comfortable again. Going to close with a couple more rounds. Find your seat. Let's turn our attention to the breath at that same point. Let go of any distractions. And just feel what it's like to breathe. Attention back to our breath with gentleness and curiosity. Oh, what's it like now? How's that? Got like a newsletter or something, Shane? I do. Just want to say what we got going on the calendar. Okay. It's okay. Let's go. Let's tell you guys what we got on the calendar. Well, just to speak generally, on Sundays now, on the first Sunday of the month, we have the meditation at 10, a teaching by the Lamas at 11, and then a lunch together at 12. That'll be on the first Sundays of every month. The Lamas will teach also on the third Sundays. So we'll have meditation and Lamas on the third Sundays. Let's see, just in general, upcoming events. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. The retreat happening right now is the Seeing to Being retreat. There's some teachings that our teacher in Tibet communicated to Lama Rigzendroma Anne Klein here back in 2002. And she's been working with those teachings since then and eventually developed it to a curriculum. And that's part of what's being presented now. The retreat, although it is wrapping up today, all of it has been recorded. So if you were to sign up for it, you could still get access. And we've also got in October, Harvey will be teaching Genling's focusing. And this is a non-Buddhist practice that he's familiar with, that he's teaching how to integrate this focusing method into Dzogchen practice. So that's October 18th. It's a one-day event from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And I think that's good for now. Oh, I shouldn't be remiss. There is yoga before meditation almost every Sunday. This week is an exception because of the retreat, but otherwise 9 o'clock. That's been going really well. I mean, we've also been getting enough people that our downstairs space is like full. So we're looking forward to being able to move that out into the courtyard there when the weather improves. So, okay, well, that's all for today. Let's close with our reading of our dedication. We'll read the names and then we'll sound the syllable ah together at the end of that. So, Shane, you got that? Let me see. I got probably the wrong window open. Okay. This is from on the prayer book, the Sharing the Merit prayer. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. And we dedicate, okay, yeah, let's do the blessing here too. With all of you in mind, we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom shine within us, everyone, till we all rise forth born in one enlightened mandala. And we dedicate the merit of our practice today to all beings and especially to Karen, Susan, John, Anisu, Mike, Sandy, Chi, Sean, Ukraine, Poland, Sherilyn, Serenity, Erica, and Jessica. If you'll join me in an awe. Ah. Thank you, everyone. Stop this thing. You wanna stop this?